Dungeons and Shenanigans. I am gonna be your DM for the night, and we're just gonna have a honky day. All right, players, lovely players, go ahead and introduce yourselves. No, that's a clown, not the honkers. So players, go ahead and introduce yourselves.
Patreon content.
Hi, my name is Tara. Today I'm playing Susie, who you can no longer see, sadly, but my name and everything is still here, so we're good.
Hey, I'm Eli, playing Cal, and my art's not here because I changed linked into someone think that's invisible.
Yeah, very good.
Hi.
I'm Abram, and we're gonna go up there.
We're good.
Be cut off, Abby. How does it feel?
It's like being a woman. Hi, I'm Abigail, and I'm playing Vela.
Hi,
Hi.
Hi, Bella.
I'm Tanner. I will be playing Lucky today.
Nice.
Nice.
Hi.
Hey,
Hi.
I'm Abram, and I'm playing Dash One today, and last time, and every
Hello,
other
my name is Emmanuel. I'm gonna be playing Augustus
Stop. You
Sinclair.
gotta stop.
And
It's the same
I'm
one.
pretty good. I'm pretty good.
He just leaves them on the table and goes to the next session.
I have 3.
The crown of two.
The crown
It's
of
like
teeth.
a fortress. Oh my
The
god.
crown of teeth.
No.
That is a magical item.
That's. I really thought you were like writing down stats right now for the crown of teeth.
No, it exists. I've already made it.
Oh my gosh.
Oh gosh, I hope we don't find it. That sounds awful.
It's okay. The Tooth Fairy just wants to pay you a little visit every time you want to use the magic. Regardless, thank you guys for watching us. And if you're watching this, join our Discord. We have a Discord, and it's got content in it. Not much content, but it's got tasty memes.
Yes, all the memes
You know,
you could ever
Only
want.
tasty
Making fun of our
meats.
DM,
Yeah.
making fun of our DM, and
Making fun of our DM. Yeah,
and making
everything
fun of
you
the
could ever want.
NPCs that the DM makes.
Yeah.
yeah.
Making fun of the DM.
Conspiracy
And
theories.
and
Yeah.
conspiracy theories.
Conspiracy theories,
Did I
yeah.
mention making fun of the DM? Also,
Did I mention weekly updates?
we
Yeah.
do weekly
Weekly
updates. That's
updates.
true. That is
Yeah.
something we do
Do
pretty
do.
regularly.
Do.
We do.
Yeah.
I heard someone pretty cool does those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Only the
Yeah.
coolest person in the world.
Oh, only.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, go ahead and go to TikTok. We need a TikTok army. Go to TikTok and go ahead
Yep.
and bother Abigail the Nerd. Follow her and
No.
message her and say,
Go to
"Hey,
No.
join."
Dungeons and Shenanigans on
Well,
TikTok.
Also that.
no.
Also that.
Follow. No.
Secondary.
Only interact
Don't
with
go to
Dungeons
my
and
TikTok.
Shenanigans.
Please.
That's an invitation right there. If
You
I've
need to
ever
get
heard
the
one.
Patreons now.
And
Yeah.
bug her to tell her to go ahead and build our Patreon. And also, while you're at it, go ahead and subscribe to our Patreon. That way we can get better tech equipment.
And you can see all the content we have.
I still patron. I'm in a college dorm. I have to spend 8 hours a week on math homework.
So we have
So go ahead and join our Patreon. And make sure to bug at Abigail the Nerd on TikTok about it. And
She's like,
she's
"Hi,
courted.
Happy I love you.
And I believe that's all of the announcements that we have. Yeah.
So,
All right.
Roll perception.
Yeah, no, nothing else happening.
Alrighty, boys. Let's go ahead and start tonight's session of Dungeons and Shenanigans.
Dramatic. Come on.
Yeah, that's our intro music now.
I should start recording that, just like make the microphone
And
super
10
sexy
hour
and just
loop
go.
of that 5-second.
Yeah.
Just ASMR.
No.
Yeah.
We're not doing ASMR D&D. You brought this up before. We're not doing it.
And we're gonna roll the dice.
No, we're not doing it.
So go ahead and roll a perception check. You can either give Seamusin advantage.
No, we'll both roll separately.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Ooh.
19.
He definitely didn't get 19. He does
Ooh.
not have a high perception.
Oh, I'm glad I didn't let him roll with
He
advantage.
got a 12.
Wow.
It's almost like he's distracted by the class in class.
So,
Yeah. Oh my gosh, so he's just gonna be talking to me about sand.
so as he woke up, you were waking up to a conversation between our good old friend Cal and Lucky, talking about the intricacies of understanding of as to why sand should exist in a glass jar.
It's pointless.
It's pointless. There is nothing.
It makes no sense.
It is, you're putting glass in glass. There is no meaning behind it.
Mhm.
It's unrefined glass, but it's still glass.
Mhm.
Makes no sense.
Mhm.
And as you were in the middle of this discussion, after being chased by these foul blood golems and were attacked by tiny little brains, and you escaped and took a long rest, or are in the process of taking this long rest, you woke up to that conversation, and Seamusin immediately joined in as he took watch with you. So, that's basically where we last left off.
Mhm.
Okay, like, no, but really, it doesn't make sense. Like, okay, I can understand, I could understand using a metal container, okay? I could use a metal container, right? Put a little gunpowder in there, maybe some other, like, metal devices, you create a bomb, right? That's a good example for
A
that.
sand bomb.
No, but with gunpowder.
We're talking about sand.
Okay, that's sand, though. Sand should have a different container as well. I'm not gonna put it in a gunpowder container,
Why not?
because if you try to melt it, it'll go boom.
Get your facts straight.
Okay, but sand in its state is not glass. I need you to understand that. It's not pointless. It's a way to contain something. It's a way to display the sand that she's gathered. You said earlier, why not put it in like a bowl or something?
Exactly.
Well, you can't see it, can you?
You don't need to see it.
But what if that's the point of her having the sand, for her to see the sand?
She can smell it.
So you would prefer to smell sand?
Absolutely.
I'm done with this conversation. I physically can't even look at you anymore, Seamusin.
Well, guess that's more meat for me. And you see, he just like opens up his little pouch and he's got some jerky and he's just like. He just keeps eating it. And you do notice
I
there
don't
are.
want this coffee snob's jerky anyway. Okay.
You notice there are like little bits of like crystal in his bag as he opens it up, like shards of crystals. It looks like in his bag.
What
as he
kind
opens
of
it.
crystal?
They're like a kind of like a blue and purple. I can't think of the right word for it.
Does it look like it came from the lake area?
It looks like it could have, but the lake area, these crystals, you didn't really see that kind of color change to it. Not ombre. What is that? Like effervescent, like holographic, I guess.
Like iridescent?
There it is. I knew it was a decent.
Yeah.
It was iridescent.
Yes.
So yeah, he does have a few of those crystals, and they look like they're finely cut as well.
Yeah, I do take notice of that. I'm like, huh, interesting.
Okay. Anything
So
you want to
Rob
discuss on your
shoots
watch?
First, got it.
Yep.
No, not really.
Okay.
Nothing else really.
All right.
I mean, if he has something else to bring up, I'll continue to talk to him. If he brings up more sand conversation, I'm ignoring him though.
Okay. He's just sitting there and just goes. I mean, if we had a large enough amount of sand, we could probably dry up all the blood that's in here, but I guess that's neither here nor there. I mean, a glass container would be good for the blood, actually. Because that could actually store it, and you could seal it, and preserve for a little bit longer.
You know, actually interesting that you bring up blood in a glass container, because blood in your body is surrounded by veins, which is just it's just surrounded by more blood. Your blood is like stored by blood.
What are you, some doctor now?
No, I just have stabbed a lot of people. I thought you would also know this, as you also stab a lot of people.
Oh no, I stab a lot of people. I don't look at them afterwards, though. I don't examine them.
Pure loss. Perfect.
And it's at this point you like Jameson is like so just like cool under pressure, cool as a cucumber, like just doesn't really care about a lot. But for the first time you see him just kind of look over like, oh my god.
Oh, this is when he thinks I'm the weird one now. Okay. All right. Yeah, I'm the lunatic of the party.
I mean, you just love pigs, so.
Tanner? Tanner, don't you start.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know. How weird.
So he's just sitting there. Quick question. Since you know, have a lot of experience with blood, how are you with the taste of blood?
I'm going to need more context.
Would you drink blood?
I don't know. I mean, food is food if you're starving.
What if it's a delicacy?
Jameson, do you think you're a vampire and drink blood?
No.
Okay. Like, I was a little concerned for you for a moment there.
And now he looks
And
at
then
you
I'm
again like
And then I'm like, do you think I'm a vampire?
I wouldn't put it past you, but no.
Wait,
You know,
Like, you're the type.
I mean, we're not that
very brief.
different from each other, you know, Shatterkai, Drow, we're pretty similar.
Like just because
I'm
we
not
have
a
ashy
vampire.
skin?
That's not what I'm saying. I don't know if I would drink blood. I think it depends on the situation. How about that?
Okay. We're gonna be going someplace that has blood.
Have
For
you
sale.
drank blood before?
Oh yeah. The blood that they sell there is actually very sweet and it's very nutritious.
Are you a blood snob along as a coffee snob?
I mean, how can you really be a blood snob?
I don't even know how you're a coffee snob, really. Like, I
Because
don't
there's
get it.
intricacies of
No,
coffee.
we can't have this conversation too after the sand conversation.
Alright. Speaking of coffee, actually.
He's like, oh, time to get brewing.
You see, he goes into his backpack and like starts his process.
Oh my
And then
gosh.
as he's pouring, he goes, we're trying to be stealthy. Just pours the coffee back in. Just the smell would attract him.
Yeah, what a shame.
His son. I hate that name. Okay. And most of it is like kind of like goes very silent.
Yeah, I think after
Makes it
that,
awkward.
it's just silence till everyone wakes
Absolutely.
up. Yeah.
Go ahead and roll me a d20 for me.
16.
Oh my goodness.
So 16 blood gold.
I said no, please.
Okay.
So many dead bodies.
Let's
though.
see.
How many blood vials he gives you to drink?
Okay.
Chug, chug, chug.
Go ahead and roll me a d6.
Nope, use your own dice.
My D6 is not out right now. 1.
1. Okay.
Thank you.
Should've rolled your
Thank
own.
you so much for sharing with me. Sharing's scary.
Sharing is scary.
You're gonna need 3 dice.
So, as you are just kind of out here, just watching, you do see that blood mist that just kind of like permeates throughout here. You see part of it just kind of getting burned away, and you see light just starting to appear, just like an orb of light that just looks like a floating flame, kind of breezing through this blood mist, burning it away. And you do smell that burning.
I kind of lean over. Is that normal?
And he's like stuffing his mouth jerky. Hmm? Takes out a spyglass and
He's a spyglass snob too.
He's such a snob, this guy.
oh, we have flaming
Everything's
skulls in the
so
area.
particular.
Yeah, so long as we don't bother it, it should be fine.
Okay.
And good thing we don't have a fire, because that would really attract it. And just sitting in silence.
We don't
again.
have a fire?
Mm-mm.
Oh, okay.
So it is cold.
Let's see.
Is the
I
blood
don't know.
mist warm?
The blood mist itself, it's kind of warm. It's
so cursed.
very slightly
That's
humid
so
in
cursed.
here. It is humid in here, but the smell of that like deep iron and that fresh and old blood smell mixing together, just permeating throughout here. Mix that with like damp washcloth. That's what you smell.
Oh no!
It's
gross.
not nice in here.
No.
But then add that to the burning smell of blood being sizzled and burned away.
Yeah. At least it's different.
But yeah, it's not pleasant.
You see Samson like drinking the mist.
He would use a straw. We both know this.
Yeah.
Just
His own, handcrafted
It is
straw.
like specialty.
it's a
condom.
bamboo straw.
Like scoop it out of the
He's
air.
running back and forth with the cup.
Yeah. And then he's like, "Oh, good year." You know.
Tuscany.
Great season.
So that concludes your watch.
Awesome.
And that was first watch, correct?
That was final watch.
Oh, that was.
Yes.
All right. So now everybody go ahead and input long rest.
Long rest.
Long rest.
Do we recover our 1 level of exhaustion?
This one you do not.
What? We still have that?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Bring it up.
Interesting.
I'm suing.
Yeah.
The water monster.
Yeah, we should sue him. He let us cross the water. What a nightmare.
What a nightmare.
Yeah.
Honestly, this place, what a nightmare.
What a concept.
nightmare. Yeah. No.
So, as you guys are continuing down a bit further, everybody make a stealth check. And are you going to go ahead and use your
I will.
passies?
Pass without a trace.
Passies without a traces?
Oh.
Okay. That's not great.
Okay, we're going.
What?
No, I'm excited. I got it at 20.
Oh, you got an actual 20?
Yes, I did.
What's your total?
38.
That's with the plus 10?
Yes.
Okay.
Wow.
Eli?
I got 24.
I got 24.
Hey!
I
Hey,
rolled a 13.
I rolled a 2.
I got 26.
Hey!
I got a 15.
Oh.
Hey, bro.
4.
Get out.
Oh no.
I'm a big
Okay.
elephant dude.
We're level 5.
It's hard to be quiet.
Yeah, you know,
Okay.
be fair, you know.
When you're walking on
Kella
It's tough
ended up
being an
rolling a
elephant.
29. Amanda ended up rolling a 30. Ben rolled a 20. And then. Who is this?
Should I beat all
Why is
the
Ben even
NPCs
here?
too? Yeah, why is Ben even here?
Can't you just fly?
Alright.
You know, Dawn, like, I was defending you so much before.
Ben's my favorite.
And then Shamison ended up getting a 22.
Oh my gosh, I beat all the NPCs too. Let's go.
Well, oh, that's right, because you had a 30, what?
8.
That's right, you did.
Yes.
roll.
Yep.
She rolled a 19.
Amazing.
Sucks to suck, you know.
Alright, so,
She's friends with you, so she
anyway, as you guys are traversing further into this area, seems like things aren't really seeing you. But let's go ahead and roll perception for those things.
I don't think they have to. You know, I think we all rolled really high.
There's no way
Okay.
I see it.
Yeah, we're
Oh.
literally invisible right
Okay,
now.
then.
Impossible.
Yeah.
Who wants to roll me a d10?
Eli does.
9.
9. Cool.
No.
9 clowns.
Oh.
very much. Alright. So as you guys are traveling, you do see the shrooms again. These mushroom humanoids.
Mm-hmm.
And you see them like going towards this blood river and just soaking in it. And you watch like they have like these like white
It's a
stem.
bloodbath.
It is. These like white stem bodies of theirs are just sucking up this blood and just turning this like pink color.
Ah. So like shroom flamingos.
Seems like, and it's about like a group of 5 or so, of varying sizes. Some of them are like maybe this small. Other ones look like they're like almost as big as cow. So it is varying sizes on these creatures, but they're all just kind of hanging out in this blood pool. You see some of them are just kind of on the bank, just with their feet in, but they are semi-humanoid in shape. They're very like stumpy. It's basically like take like a normal mushroom, add tiny little legs and tiny little arms. That's basically the shape of them. And then the ones that is much larger, that one is a lot more humanoid and a lot more like, looks like a kind of like grotesque human almost.
And how
You
big
see,
is the
like,
larger
mushrooms.
ones?
Almost as big as cow.
Yeah, so about like 30 feet tall.
He's huge.
And always.
And they are off to the side, off of the
Yeah.
path that we're on?
So yeah, they're pretty close. And you guys are just kind of traveling, and Amanda just smiles and she just points. She like taps you and points over to them.
Yeah, so... And I'll ask her, are they friendly?
They want to be. They're generally okay. Sometimes they can be a little aggressive if they feel like their territory is getting encroached on. But overall, they're pretty easy to handle if we need to handle them. But
Do you ever travel with them?
no, never travel with them. They scream.
They scream.
Oh yeah, they scream. They scream in excitement, in anger, in sadness. They just scream.
Do they like getting eaten by brain things?
They really don't have a brain, so.
So like Lucky.
Well, no, he actually does have a brain, I think, but like, no, they physically don't have a brain.
I see.
I have cut into them before to prepare them for food. No brain.
Are they good?
Oh, they're tasty.
Are they evil? That's probably what it shows.
I wouldn't say they're evil. They're just kind of neutral creatures. They don't really lean to either side.
Well, they must have a great purpose. They take a
I
wonderful
mean, they
shape.
do decompose this area and kind of revitalize it, so they do help a lot. Otherwise, this place would be rotting. And she just keeps walking.
And so the stream that they're in, or the pool that they're in, is the stream coming from us, or is it coming from the other direction?
It's coming from the other direction downstream, and you guys are having to cross over it.
Okay.
It's like maybe like 5 feet wide, so it's not a very large stream. You can easily jump over it, but it does kind of like impede your immediate forward trekking. I'm not gonna have you roll for any of it, but they are in it upstream, and you guys are downstream.
Okay. Well, right at the base, I'd like to just grow some mushrooms right along the bank of that, to where
Okay.
they're kind of in there, because I'm just curious to see
Okay. You end up just
how
like,
they would flourish.
and you see the mushrooms that you start to grow there. It looks like the little roots that are like starting to grow out. They do embed themselves into the blood, and the roots themselves start to turn red.
Kind of watching them, I'd like to find like one that's maybe off away from the group a little, if there is one.
They're pretty close knit, but there are like a few stragglers.
I'd like to see if I could channel my aether to not like completely animate one or take over, but like to see if I can affect their movements. If I can have them like move from one place to another, like get out of the pool, or from that vision that I had with the machine and the roots and stuff were taken over. I'm looking at these creatures as like natural, rooty, mushroomy things. So I just want to see if there's a way that I can manipulate them a little.
Okay, go ahead and roll me a d20.
Duck 20.
Duck 20. 20!
Natural 20.
Wow!
Natural 20?
Yes!
Oh my gosh.
That's the second one on that dice too.
Look
Yeah.
at that.
Duck dice only likes Abram.
Yep.
So, with your Aether,
So I amass an army of.
what element are you choosing?
Well, Earth, but I'm also like, because of the kind of the light aspect that was shown to me,
Mm-hmm.
trying to make it not like an evil takeover, but more like a, just to kind of goof around with this thing. I just want it to be like maybe making this creature like more joyful.
Go ahead and roll me the d20 again, and this time add +2.
Just pick it up and put it down. Yeah.
19, so 21.
Ooh.
Okay.
Yeah. Pretty good.
It seems as though your Aether, you're able to channel it enough to that point to where you end up kind of accessing this creature, and it seems as though you have resisted past its unknown and hidden barriers of Aether that it possesses, that every creature possesses. And it seems as though you have passed through into that, and you kind of influenced its curiosity. And you do see it kind of just perk up and start looking around, almost as if somebody kind of tapped its shoulder. You don't really see any like face or like emotion on this creature, but it does now look aware of something. By the way, go ahead and what would this be? Just roll me a Constitution saving throw, please.
17.
17. Okay. So what you channel out of your hands, you do see this like little bit of like light and earth just like start to form in it, and you watch in the very center of it these small little vines just start to appear out of it. And as you're like kind of using this to kind of propel that energy forward, you watch as it just starts to amass and grow rapidly in your palm, and before it can fully grasp around your hand, you drop it, and you see it hit the ground and just start and this wither.
Kind of shake my hand.
You just put an invasive species in this biodome here.
And this blood biotome.
Yeah.
Every species is invasive.
Well, I
Its
guess
job is to
kind of
take
have
over.
a point.
Decompose,
Mhm.
rebirth.
You're so invasive.
I am.
I know. It is my burden.
It is. You're welcome.
So Amanda's like pauses and it lets everybody else kind of go, and like waits with you unless you guys are all waiting with him as well. But you kind of do that like off to the side. Takes you like to be able to channel that though. It does take you a couple of minutes to be able to even attempt this, because it takes such a strain and such a focus on you to be able to even create something. But you do manage to kind of like feel that effect over. You see Amanda just go, "Hey, what are you trying to do?"
These creatures, I was curious about them. They don't seem fully animal, and they don't seem fully plant. So I wanted to see if I had a connection with them, with my Aether.
From what I can tell, they're sentient enough that I wouldn't just call them just any plant. But also, they're not an animal that I've ever seen. They don't seem to have flesh like any other creature, any other animal. So I don't know. They just seem like just living, walking mushrooms. I don't know. It's weird. But yeah, I mean, also, if you mess with them, they start screaming. That's on you. We're leaving you behind. And she just keeps walking.
And then I just like make a couple mushrooms grow on her back as she walks off.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
chuckle a little.
Is-
Mm-hmm.
They spell out like kick me.
It's like back knee, but it's just mushrooms.
Oh, no.
The small ones.
Oh, yeah. Well, a curse. That is a curse.
Oh no. That right
They're
there would
those
be a
those
curse.
kind that like when you squeeze them, the dust comes out.
Oh,
Oh.
all the spores and
The spores.
everything. Oh my gosh, that is a high level curse.
Mhm.
That's gonna be level 20 da. I curse you with mushroom acne.
With Macne.
With Magni.
No.
It's a thing. It's Macne. So,
Is it a thing?
no, it's not. Alright. So, you guys are continuing to travel for a bit longer. And you end up walking into a big open pasture, it looks like. And there is grass. There is vegetation.
We all look at Cal,
Yeah.
and then we.
I
like,
did
I look away.
instinctively look over.
Everything here, though, is all red.
Mm.
The grass is red, the leaves are red. The bark itself has this this black oak wood to it almost. Like it's very, very dark and you can barely see any like brown in it. Whereas like in normal like trees, like where like the knots are and that's like where the black forms, it's like the opposite. That's where like the dark brown is. But majority of it is just this all black gnarled tree that hangs very wide and very open and just has these long dangly leaves that are all red. And it is like a miniature grove of these. And there is grass kind of just spread throughout.
Are all the plants here, they cursed?
I wouldn't say cursed, but I wouldn't eat them. Not in their raw form. They're generally pretty poisonous.
Good to know. Were they always like this?
I mean, for as long as I can remember. The Grove of Skulls is a name that we've given it because it's got these random tree groves and vegetation that seems to thrive on blood. And things of the undead, things that should not be here anymore, still exist.
It's finally undead. We can use our cleric abilities.
Oh no.
There's no cleric.
There is no cleric.
There's not.
That's why. That's why.
Exactly.
No, I dipped into cleric.
Yeah, on this last level.
This last level.
Yeah. I knew it.
Cleric, the undead killing kind.
Yeah. Specialty with undead. Yeah.
Great cleric.
My character actually only kills undead now. Yeah.
Oh, is that
Yeah.
so?
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Oh, okay.
And then a portal will like appear in front of you, and then it'll take you off to some other plane.
Yeah.
No one dead.
So Lucky, as you're also traveling in this kind of area, you just feel a weird unease here. Like something just doesn't feel right. Like just the hairs on the back of your neck are just standing up. You just feel this like weird chill down your spine. You're filled with unease and you don't know why.
I want to look around.
Make a perception check, please.
15.
Okay. And let me go ahead and roll this. My rolls are real bad today. So, as you just feel this general unease. You're looking around, and then you just feel something in your bag shift. Just a small shift in weight, but it's enough to recognize it, given that it's on you. You just feel, and you're like more hyper aware now. You just feel something just shift.
what do you even have in your bag?
It's gonna be the acid cube. No.
Papa, get back.
You came to love me, and you're like, ugh, get this out, get this out.
Well, it's just the out.
I'm gonna open my bag and look inside.
Okay. You end up looking inside, and you see that white container you have spilling over with green liquid.
Oh man, kinda did call it. It is more acid cube.
Your girl boss too close to the sun.
Yep.
I'm pulling out the container.
Okay. You pull out the container, and it's overflowing, and like you look at the bag, and it's also just that like gel that's left behind. But as you like take it out, it's like kind of like it was like sealed in, like something was kind of holding it, and you just pop it off. But now you just have this like green slime covered vial case.
Right, everything's fine.
What you got there?
It's a thing. I'm gonna open it up and look at the green flask.
Okay. You end up opening up the container, and you open it up. You see that there is only green in here. It is just a lot of green, and as you like open and unseal it, you just see the green just leap out of the container onto the ground and you see the slime that's in your bag just start to and just crawl out of your bag and splat on the ground again, and they just.
I was joking when I said it's the acid cube.
They just shift together, and you just see this mound of like this weird green sludge that has like this like almost like claw-like and desperate hand motion of it trying to like come together and form itself.
Yeah.
Do we all see this?
Yes.
Okay, I didn't know.
Look at it.
Cal, we have. I mean, wait.
That'll be on our Patreon.
No.
Lucky,
No, it's
you
right
have a
here
kid?
for free.
You didn't tell me.
I don't.
How'd you even do this?
Yeah, how did you do this?
Explain.
I wouldn't pet it.
Don't
No.
touch it.
It's so cute.
Why do you carry that around in your bag?
I didn't know I was.
Really?
Really? You think I just carry acid slimes everywhere I go?
I don't know how you like to live your life.
Hey,
You,
what-
you see it
do
just
you,
like
man.
like slowly starting to like clump together, and as it's getting closer and closer together, you start to see the color of it start to just shift a little bit from this like kind of like green tint, and you are starting to see it does take on a
It's mood slime.
like an amber tint almost.
Color shifting slime, available for $20.
Yeah.
Can we kill it?
My Etsy.
Yeah, should we take care of it? Is it a friend?
What even is it?
It's so cute. We can't kill
It's
it.
not cute, first of all, Vela.
It's a slime.
Did you pull out slime?
Do you actually have
Abby?
Abby?
Is that the cloud
It's
slime?
oddly satisfying.
Yeah.
So what does that one smell like?
Sweet pea.
Nice. Beautiful.
It's a butterfly themed one.
I love it.
Very nice.
You're not petting this game slime.
Yeah. This is exactly what I'm doing too.
No. It's going to burn your hands off.
Oh, it's inflating so well.
Oh my gosh. Wait, so the other vials that were in that container, are they still there? Or have they been taken over by the green?
It looks like every other vial is empty.
You've made an amalgamation of all these slimes.
Why does this slime have a giant tongue?
They're not all slimes.
They weren't all. What did the other
I mean,
vials do?
we can't assume they were all slimes.
We can't assume, but do you know what the others did?
No.
No, you don't know at all.
I'm sure we'll
What
find out. in a
at
few
least
minutes.
one of the other vials did, Lucky.
Well, now we know what 2 of them do.
I don't know what you're talking. You and your weird dreams and whatever you
Yeah, what's wrong with
you sleep doesn't affect reality. Okay, Susie.
I like that you're trying to
Used a lot when I
gaslight
was
me.
asleep.
I was not asleep. You did abandon the camp and did whatever with your slimes, okay? This was a thing that happened when you were passed out, fella.
It's when you guys kept me tied to the lizard.
We're not
For clarification, this is when you sent her off to be a part of the hunting party of the lizards, and this happened during
My dress is
Tanner's
still
watch.
ripped from it.
No, well, we didn't on purpose do it.
We just forgot
We
about
just
it.
forgot you
We-
existed
Yeah.
for a little
Well, we
bit.
forgot
Yeah.
that you normally do such a good job
Yeah.
taking care of yourself.
If you
you
were
know,
awake,
we
this
just-
wouldn't have happened.
Not gonna lie, that wasn't great for my self-confidence, but
I think we need to
I think we should not dwell on the past.
focus on the slime right now, right
Slime is
here.
a-
I really want to pet the slime. Does it seem friendly?
Dude, no,
Can I roll an insight check?
no.
Sure, roll an insight check against the slime.
He needs a mother.
No, it doesn't. It's a slime.
I'm using one of my bolstered decks for this. It's important. Aw.
In
Sure
the
thing
word
to add
of
on
slime,
every
it was a
page.
weird monkey that drank a green vial.
I rolled 12.
That was the DC.
Whoa.
You don't get a strong sense of sentience from it. By the way that it's combining together, it looks as though it's almost just kind of like a nervous system reaction, as though it is forming itself together for something. You don't see or can tell really think any malicious from it, given the fact that it doesn't seem to be sentient, at least not fully. But you don't really see anything malicious from it. And it's got that like kind of like clear, like gelatinous amber color to it.
And I use my psychic whispers with it, and just be like, hi, and try to like,
You're trying to communicate with the slime.
yes, and I want to give it like the mental image of like, I want to pet it.
It's gonna eat you.
What is the mental image? Describe
Me
that.
petting it.
You petting it?
Yes, and it being so happy and wanting to be my baby slime.
Roll a d20 for me.
No.
You end up
We're gonna be tied
you
to
end up
another lizard.
projecting your psychic mind outwards towards this puddle that is now it's like forming into itself, like it's like trying to figure itself out, it looks like. And as you say that outwards towards it, you see it flatten out and like kind of like spread out almost like a wave away from you for like a second, and then you watch it just like slowly form back together again, and you see what looks like a very like crude example of these like 5 nubs that just
Does anyone have like gloves or something so I can pet it?
No.
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 Unless you have 3 fingers.
I don't, but it could be like mittens.
That I don't have gloves. I was just I wanted to say that.
Yeah, I don't think you should touch it. I've heard of
Okay.
acid, and doesn't sound.
It's
pleasant.
not tasty.
You know, back in the looming giant where I live, we have fungus that grows like this. But normally we take a jar or glass vase of sand and we pour it on there.
No!
And then it neutralizes the acids.
Shut up!
So if only we had.
God!
You just see Seamuson walk up and just tap your back. I have nobody. I know.
Why can't he understand?
I know.
Oh my gosh, I didn't think that sand and a glass jar would be the dividing line in this party. But somehow.
I thought kind of like, aren't glass jars of sand like kind of a thing? Like when you travel and you get a glass jar
Yes,
of
they're
sand
like
to show you with there.
mementos,
Like my
yeah.
parents did that.
Yeah, just put in a
All
plastic
their
cup.
adventures.
All
It's
their
usually a
adventures.
little plastic.
In
little
their
thing,
tavern,
too.
do
Yeah.
they have a shelf of their
Yeah.
sand?
They
Yeah.
have a shelf of glass jars with sand from various places.
Yeah. It's
Yeah,
a
but-
thing. So
It's a
you can
waste of
see the
time.
sand.
So anyway, you see Seamuson go, I don't like it though. I want to throw a dagger at it.
I
I think it'll just go through because it's already.
we
pulling
should
itself
just
together.
leave.
Yeah, I don't.
Ruining
I don't
this
think you take my dagger
ecosystem.
back.
Yeah.
You see it just shh.
No,
Nope, it could be useful.
Oh no, I don't.
it could hurt you back.
We can throw it in
It's
the mouth of our enemies.
And we're not in a place where if you get injured, none of us are gonna help you.
But how are we gonna be able to keep it?
Well, it's acid, so it'll just melt through, right?
I don't
Jar
know.
of sand, but
Is it acid?
That's what you called it,
It's not.
right?
I never
Well,
said
That's
acid.
right.
Oh,
that's
okay.
what Lucky.
That's what I called it.
That's what he called it.
That's the experience. The one vial.
Is there like
was
steam
acid.
coming off of it?
I'd take a blade of the red grass and then just kind of toss it at it and see what it does.
You just toss it at it and it like touches it and it like almost like spreads apart and just. And
Yeah,
just-
see, imagine that happening inside your throat.
and it just kind of like forms around it. And you just see on the inside of it, it just slowly just start to dissolve it almost, just like, and it just breaks apart, almost as if it's like being digested.
If you pet it, it will consume you.
So I think this is one of the few uses you can
You
use
see it start to be
corresponding.
digested, and then you just see a little blade of grass, almost like made out of the same gel-like material, just sprout up from it.
Abby's dying. She wants this as a pet so bad.
Bella's just sending mental images of good things to this slime to
What
make it be
what
so
specifically is she sending?
happy. So much good, like
Good
a
boy.
puppy,
It's a good slime.
an adorable puppy, a lazy cat, and like good food, that's like good hearty tavern food, a comfy bed, warm fire, and
Okay.
family, lots of family and friends stuff.
As you're sending a lot of this to it, it looks as though like it's like getting closer towards you, and almost like these hands of just like this slime gel-like material, just like, and just slowly making their way towards you.
We're about to make this a sentient slime thing.
Black Void!
No,
You cast Awakening.
I'm the mother now.
we're not casting Awakening on slime. We're not having an awakened slime.
It just fuses
pet.
into a humanoid slime,
Mm-hmm.
like Bubble Boy.
And maybe.
What do you do?
I'm just gonna keep doing that.
Okay, it's getting closer towards you. Are you gonna like back away from it or what?
I don't know. I'm gonna roll for it with disadvantage because I'm exhausted. Both were bad.
Okay.
I'm so focused on sending the images that I'm not even noticing this.
Okay, you're focused in on sending the images, and you see it like touches your boot. Or no, are you wearing boots right now?
Yeah, because my ballet shoes were ruined, so I gave them to that tree.
That's right.
Mhm.
So it just touches your boot and just starts to just slowly climb up your boot. You can visibly see it and you can feel it now.
Oh no. This is maybe. I don't know if we're on that level yet. I'm gonna try to step away a little bit.
Okay, it's on your boot now. Like it's lashed onto your boot. So you take a step away and it's still on your boot.
Oh no. What's it doing to the boot?
It looks like it's just wrapping itself around it.
Is the boot melting?
No, doesn't look like it.
Okay. Then I just look at
Vela
everyone.
can't lose another pair of shoes.
You just what?
Vela just looks so happy.
Okay. As it's on your boot for like a minute maybe, and it's like as it like fully forms around your whole boot. And it just sits there for like a good minute or so. And then you watch the tendrils again just start to climb up even higher.
Hey, this is the best gift ever! Oh my gosh.
I don't know if this is.
Now it's touching. Or do you have socks on right now? Or like pants?
It's kind of gross, but probably. No, she wears a dress.
Oh my gosh, it's gonna touch your
So-
skin.
It would technically, yeah. She does. She wears a dress.
Okay. It now touches your skin, and it is weird. As it touches your skin, you feel almost like just thousands of these little like feelers almost on the bottom of it. As it touches your skin, almost as if it's just testing what you are and what you are made of. And it looks like it's like it feels like it's just like feeling and testing. It doesn't
Got really nice calves, though.
it doesn't burn. Thanks for that. It
Not
doesn't
as good
burn.
as Cornelius is.
No one has as good of calves as Cornelius. He has a 6-pack on each of them.
This is
Yeah.
the truth.
Right?
That's true.
But no, it doesn't feel like it's burning at all. It in fact feels warm.
Not eating me, guys. It's not eating.
Are you sure?
Vela, I don't think that
Pretty
thing
sure.
should be touching you.
Yeah. I
It's
don't-
not eating me. It's okay.
You are seeing it is starting to like kind of like elongate. Like it started off as like these like small little puddles that made like a semi
Learning.
like a puddle maybe about like this big, and now it's expanding and growing.
See, it's learning how to be.
No,
Me.
It's learning how to eat you.
Yeah, the other 2 vials in here that were called Elder and Death. So I don't.
What?
Yeah, Vela, this is not good. You need to get it off of you.
What?
Uh,
Yeah, that's why I said you probably.
honestly,
shouldn't
I
touch
think
it.
it's just vibing. But now I'm a little freaked.
What
That
do
would
you
have
do?
been good information. That would have been really good information to have. I think I've already adopted this though.
it is still
So-
starting to like
We told you
Grow
not
up.
to pet it.
it is quite literally growing on you. It is shifting its way slowly up your leg. So what are you doing?
Can I like send it the mental image of like, please get off. I am uncomfortable now.
You send it.
Have you learned
You-
enough?
You send it that idea, but it doesn't seem to be affected by it.
You need to push it off of you, Vela.
Okay, I'm just gonna try to pick it up.
Okay. You put your hand over it and like you like squeeze onto it to like try to remove it, just to have a little
Yeah.
grip, and your fingers go through it a little bit, and it like gets to like almost the center, and then you feel it like is a little bit solid enough to kind of peel off of you. And it is
Okay,
almost
okay.
like an octopus. Like it takes some effort.
Yeah. So I'm gonna like take it off like gently.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna set it down.
Okay, you end up setting it down, and as you're like trying to like set it down, you see the slime just wrapping around your hands now.
No, like flick it, like flick your hand, you know, it'll flick off. You
I'm
wipe
gonna-
it on the
I'm gonna
grass.
I'm gonna send the mental image. I'm just like, I'm sorry. And I'm just trying to look it up.
Make a strength check.
Oh,
Oh,
It's
you're
around
so
your
strong.
hand.
You got this.
no, I also have disadvantage because we're exhausted.
Oh.
3.
3.
I rolled a 4.
You keep trying to, and every time you try to, and you think it goes, it's elastic enough that it just snaps back.
Just summon your cycling.
You are now venom.
It's kind of fun.
Metal venom.
Oh my gosh, she's gonna become Venom now. Oh
And
wow.
you see Jameson go, alright, I think it's time. He takes it out his dagger and is now like trying to like just like lightly get it off of you without like cutting you, but is now like trying to peel it off using that to like kind of like
Be nice to it though.
take it off.
It's not being hostile.
Well, I don't know what it is. And he's like just like trying to like peel it off,
Older.
and then as it's like getting closer, and now it's starting to go around the dagger. And not go around you, but now it's going around the dagger, and it like almost touches him because throws it, and you just ding, 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 and just completely engulfs it, and you just watch for a few seconds. It just slowly starts to break the dagger apart.
Well,
And it takes like about a minute or two for it to just completely vanish.
dodged a bullet there.
And he goes, I liked that dagger.
You
And
were
then
gonna throw it at it anyways.
and then you
so
watch the
that's
slime-
Not really on me.
this like slime-like form just start to take the form of that dagger. Like it remembers the shape and the construct of it. 13 seconds.
I think it was just gonna try to become me, honestly. But
I mean, it would have disintegrated you to become
it
you.
didn't.
It would
Because
have.
it didn't envelop you.
That's true. Okay. Bad idea.
And as it does that, you just see like a hand just reach out. And this one, now it's a bit more fully formed. And
That's my hand, I bet.
you just see it just and just like and use like its claws almost like a claw formation, and it seems to get more traction that way now.
Okay, we should probably go. This is gonna be like the snail, where it's just gonna keep pursuing us, but we're always a little faster.
Let's walk at a
Yeah.
Slow
normal
down
pace.
how long it's gonna show up.
You guys are like, I don't know about this, and you just see out from it just like what looks like an eye forming and just like open, and it's just looking at you all. Just
Dang it, now it knows what we look like.
Now we have to kill it.
Everyone, close your eyes. They won't see our eyes.
Doesn't work, Cal.
you see that like that stalk that comes out. You see what looks like these like little antennae that are starting to like protrude out, almost like they're just kind of
Change the
feeling
pink. Change the pink.
feeling what's
No.
happening in the air. You wave to it. It has no reaction. It's just looking around. From
That's
what
okay.
you can tell, what would be an eye, it looks more just like a sensor almost.
Nice. Well, this was fun.
Are there any
No,
like skeletons around here?
Yeah, I think we just have to leave.
I mean, there is bones around here.
Are you gonna give the slime bones?
Well, I thought if I gave him a whole skeleton, he can turn into a humanoid shape and walk with us.
Or chases.
And kill us.
Well, he's like slime. We can cut him in half.
And then he'll reform
And then there's
because
two.
he's slime. Yeah.
He's also very slow because he's sticky.
I think we just need to abandon it.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's time to go.
Just abandon this plot.
Yep.
Okay.
So it can come back and haunt us later.
We
Yeah.
love doing that.
Yep.
Let's
Yeah, we
do
do.
that.
Loose end. Loose end number 12 here. We're gonna just abandon.
So does Zir.
So does Zir.
So, well,
Every time you listen to Terra and not kill the Zir, he comes back.
that's not relevant to this campaign.
Okay. Let's see.
It's literally not.
We'll see. Let's walk away. Are we still
Well,
past,
what are we gonna do?
Are we still past
We don't
that
have any
phase?
glass we can put it in. You were anti-glass or whatever.
I'm anti-sand glass.
Understand this.
You don't get it.
I mean, I just have the vial container, but I don't think that's big enough.
No, it's gotten bigger.
So
It's not gonna fit.
How big is it grown to now?
About like this big now.
Okay. Now
It's
it's time
still,
to go, I
still
guess.
manageable, but he's getting bigger.
If we start walking, is it going to follow us? Like I
It
think
looks
most
as
of
though
us
it
start
is.
leaving,
It looks like it is.
and it is following us.
Very
as we leave.
slowly, but
Well,
yes.
Vela
Well-
has a telepathic bond with it, so it's like connected to us.
How do you know that Bella has a telepathic bond with it, Cowl?
I'm not.
No,
I
I
wasn't
know.
speaking. Eli speaking. Come on, man.
Well,
For the next hour, I have a telepathic bond with it.
How long do we have passed without a trace? For starting now.
I mean, it's been about like
Uh,
4 hours of traveling.
Yeah, then I think it's. I don't think it's that long. Let me check.
I thought it was like an hour.
Yeah, I think it's an hour. Concentration up to an hour.
That's at this. You're about cresting into hour 4 at this point. So I would say if you wanted to recast it, you could. For those.
do you want to?
Do you have 4 spell slots?
I do. I wouldn't have passed it. I wouldn't have cast it that many times.
No.
I would have just cast it the once to get us going and
Okay.
Mhm.
read the situation.
Okay. We'll just say, retconning it. You're fine.
Good.
Based on rolls and everything. We're fine.
We're fine.
Hey,
But now we have slime.
So we have a slime friend.
sorry.
What should we do, Amanda?
I've never seen this before. We've looted this
We
off
do
of a
this
body.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying, should we go or should we leave?
I don't know. Should
How
I-
much longer is it till we get wherever we're going?
What, Flame Reach?
Yeah. Our next destination, right?
Yeah.
I mean, to get to Emberhold, it's gonna take us, I don't know, little less than like half a week.
See, so we should keep going. Don't want to waste any time.
I'd say about 3 to 4 days, depending on the circumstance, I guess.
Because we can barely sleep here. I'm still exhausted from the lake.
Yeah. How long till we get out of this area? Is it like this until we get there?
It's gonna be a while. It's gonna be a while of this, and then we have to pass through the Mind of the One, which is a fairly small area but very dangerous, and then we reach Flame Reach.
Great.
Well, this time we won't have Mom and Jay making noise. So hopefully we can be stealthier.
A lot of the bigger areas are more up there. What's happening right now, we could go through more of these, bigger areas and keep traveling through those, but those ones draw a lot of attention and they're harder to get through. These ones don't draw as much of attention, but if attention is drawn on us, it's hard to keep their attention off of us.
So we'll just throw the slime at it, apparently.
Are we
We'll be
coming
fine.
back this way when we finish our journeys?
No.
Okay.
If we go back the other routes, we should be able to avoid a lot of this. Going up is easier than coming back through.
So if we leave this slime here and it grows into this big, monstrous, uncontrollable thing, we don't have to worry about it because.
Oh no,
we're going-
I would probably still have to worry about it, so I don't know what we should do with it.
Yeah. No, yeah. You'll worry about it. We won't. Let's just keep walking.
Don't mind adopting it.
How are you going to keep it? How are you going to adopt it? What,
It
Well,
can just be mine now.
if it absorbs objects, it might not absorb your flames.
huh.
You could burn it.
I scum it.
Burn it while it's small.
Well then,
Burn it. That's gonna smell terrible.
It already smells terrible.
What if we?
I mean,
what
that's
if we didn't burn it? But what if?
That's the
What if we
that's what you're concerned
gave
about right
it
now.
some ether?
some ether?
No.
Yeah.
Put it in the portable hole.
I gave it some ether, like you did with
Actually,
the-
we probably could put it in the portable hole. I don't think it's breathing.
Yeah, but then the spirit metal will react with the.
Will it?
Do you really want to risk that?
Why not?
We don't know.
Yeah, we already.
Oh,
tried.
it will eat The spirit metal,
The spirit
probably.
Just when sand touches spirit metal, it turned into like the sand metal started turning sandy, like sedimentary. So you want spirit metal slime?
No.
Do you wanna deal with that?
I don't want to deal with that.
That's what I thought. So let's burn it alive.
Wait. There's something really dumb we do with the slime.
Let's do it.
I'm sure you-
What?
We still have our punch cards. We might be able to trade.
Oh,
Oh,
that's the best idea
that
we've
is the
had
best idea.
yet. Punch card time. We're trading the slime. This is the best idea.
You have to pick
Wow. Lucky, are you gonna punch your card?
It's on the very back.
Mine has the most punches. It's your guys'.
Alright,
I got extra punches for bringing the guy there last time.
that's
Didn't
true.
last time he said if we brought something that he wouldn't want, that we're pretty much dead?
Not really.
No, he just said we have to buy something every time. We're
Yeah, no, a transaction has to be
Has to
made.
have. Yeah.
Yeah.
A transaction,
we
regardless, every time you punch the card, a transaction has to be made.
By
Yeah.
everybody who goes.
Just a transaction of whoever's card is punched.
Yeah.
Okay.
So who wants to get a punch?
Because if you don't punch it, then you get an infraction against you. Too many infractions, then your soul is forfeit.
That's what it was.
I
He
like
doesn't.
my
It's
soul.
not. You know, it's a strike system.
You
You
don't
know, you're
wanna
not
do it, Lucky?
immediately dead. Yeah.
I mean, I'll throw my card if that's.
It's kind of Bella's pet. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
I feel the wants to
Yeah,
do it.
Bella, do you want to?
But it's Lucky's slime.
I mean, not kind of. No.
It came out of your bag, dude.
You're the father.
You gave it life. It's the responsible thing to do.
Oh my gosh. The moral quandary. I don't know.
Are you sure we can't raise it? Like, are you sure?
One of you just punch your cards, please.
I don't need anything. So somebody else should go.
Yeah.
Well, don't look at us. We don't have these cards.
No, we're not looking at you. Bella, use your card.
Like, what if I used it as my Aether Spirit?
I don't.
don't-
You know.
I don't
Oh
think it
my
works like
gosh!
that.
I take out my card. I do it since neither of you are.
So you take out your card, okay?
Yes.
So,
And I'm
how are
like,
you going to take it with you?
I don't. I'll just like kick it in the hole, I guess. I don't know.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you
Oh,
take
Yes.
your card.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Okay, and
wanna-
you try to summon. You use the channel.
Yeah.
Okay. Use the channel, and then you have the card, and you throw it out, and you just see it just.
Yeah.
And the hole opens. You see that blue and purple kind of galaxy sparkly portal, just slowly just spinning and drifting.
So
Oh, dude.
yeah, I think I'm just gonna kick the slime into the hole and be like, oh, hope he doesn't have anything standing right there. Yeah, he goes in, and then I get in the portal too.
Just
Okay,
close the
you
door.
just
Be sure to get something good for it.
you end up
Yeah,
just
sure, I'll try.
popping in the hole and just
Yeah.
it still stays open.
Yeah. Yeah, so you guys can join me if you'd like. You can also
Sure.
cross the hole.
We'll hop in.
Okay, so then I land. Do I land in the slime? Because I try to avoid that.
Make a dexterity saving throw, disadvantage.
Oh, I dropped one. Pick that up. Oh! It's a 3 and a 2, but total 7.
Yeah, no, you slip in it.
I slip in the slime?
Yeah, it's a slip and slime.
A slip and slime. Oh, gross. Do I fall
It's so
all the way?
versatile.
Or
You
do
don't, you don't fall all the way, but
Okay.
you do slide. And you're like, "Ah!"
And
and
I'm
you're like sliding
oh,
forward,
gosh.
and your forehead gets stopped by a finger, and he just leans down to your face, and he is much taller than you are, and he just, hello. Do you have a transaction to make, perhaps?
And I like stand back up, like away from him, and I'm like, I brought you slime.
Slime. It seems as though you've stepped in something and dragged it through my shop.
Well, I didn't want to pick it up, so I kicked it through the portal.
Yeah. It's dangerous.
but it's cool slime.
And you just
Not
like
dangerous.
he just waves his finger and you see it just and just like condense itself into like this cube almost.
Yeah.
And he just
We
brings it over towards him and just
we kind of don't know what to do with the slime, and we're traveling. It's really inconvenient.
he just opens up the top and just
You're not a very good salesperson.
just touches the slime.
I never said I was a good salesperson. I
He
just
just
said I was
touches it
taking
and
the slime.
He touches it and you see the slime just like oh.
We figured you would like it.
When you start to spin it,
Cute.
he starts to spin it around and like kind of create like a spaghetti spin almost
No,
with it.
why?
He's oh,
He's gonna get dizzy. He's gonna get.
and you just okay. Just and you see that same like force energy just like go around his finger just and just like drop it back in and just seals it over again.
Okay, so you want the slime?
Not in
What is it?
particularly, really. Oh, you're here. Hello.
Hello.
It seems as though it's a learning slime. It
Yeah.
slowly learns and consumes whatever it consumes, and then it can adapt and become that.
Yep. Turned into a dagger earlier.
Turned into a dagger.
Wasn't pointy, but still looked like one.
Yeah, dagger. So, I think this slime would be awesome for you to have and to keep. And you can just give me whatever you feel is of equal
He just
value,
goes ahead
and
and
our
snap.
transaction's done.
So, what kind of deal are we wanting to contribute with? And you see he goes ahead and waves his hand, and this mat rolls out across his counter. And he goes ahead and takes the slime and just like dumps it. He just dumps it out of that like cube formation as it hits. It's that same cube and just slowly just deflates itself.
Well, my deal proposition is you get this cube, and I get whatever you feel is of equal value.
But that's-
I'll even take less.
but that
I'll
is
even
no
take equal or less
transaction.
value. That's a transaction. I'm giving you something, you're giving me
But
something.
there's a lot of things that we can ask him for.
It's no fun transaction though.
It's not a fun transaction?
Yes.
What, do you want me to pull confetti out of my pocket?
If you could.
Fresh out, my dude. I'm sorry.
That would have lowered your prices.
I'm terribly sorry.
Apology is accepted. Thank you.
Yeah.
What else can I do with you? You said you turned into a dagger.
So, we tested it with a blade of grass first. It ate, quote unquote, the blade of grass, produced a blade of grass. Same thing with the dagger.
Same thing with my hand.
Kind of.
But it was still in
didn't-
slime form.
Take your hand. But
No,
it was
it just
able
made
to
it
replicate a hand after being around her hand.
And then you see another cube just. And you see what looks like a small rodent of some sort just in the box, asleep. Just floating in it. Just snaps his fingers again, and a cube around the slime just. And then they combine together in this long rectangular, like, force energy. You just watch the slime just slowly encroach onto this, like, almost rabbit-like creature. And you just watch as it just and just completely engulfs it. And then you just see very slowly the fur start to dissolve away. Then you see like the skin and then muscles. Then you just see the skeletal remains as they just start to like liquefy and start floating in the slime. And this one takes about like 5-6 minutes or so. It takes a bit longer for it to dissolve, but it does dissolve. And you watch the slime itself just like undulate, and then just slowly start to just like grow out these little limbs and these little ears that just pop up, and then the singular horn on it. And you see it slowly just start to develop this fur-like formation, and the color starts to change in that amber tone. It does have a slight amber tone to it, but it looks like it might be actual fur, but now it looks amber. He brings it back down again, snaps his fingers and it disappears. He's just staring at it. He touches it and he goes, "That's real fur. Although a little slimy, but still. What are you?"
Something that is pretty great slime that I think would really like just be a transaction within itself.
Whose slime is this? Because you're all a group of weirdos. Whose is it?
How did he know our name?
Well,
It's
it
Lucky's.
came out of Lucky's
Yeah,
bag.
it's lucky.
I'm the one who punched the card. I don't know how your rules work.
But it likes Bella.
But it's Lucky's.
But it does like Vela, yeah.
And
I know, and if
where
it
is
was my
Lucky?
decision, I'd keep it.
Where is that dastardly devil?
Did you join us?
No.
No. I'm representing him right now. He wanted to stay above with our friends.
And he gave you clearance for this representation.
Of course. Why do you think I'd let me punch the card and not
He
him?
disowned the slime. So
As he
yeah.
says this, you see the room just like turn a little dim and dark. I don't think you're telling all of the truth.
We literally are. He told us to go down here.
What this was his idea. He just didn't want to come. I'm sorry, are you eating the slime now?
I was just fixing what was on the phone. It's quite good.
I would like to complete our transaction so I can continue our journey.
But I don't get many visitors. I'm so sad.
I live in a pocket dimension.
I do. That's a good impression of me, actually.
Thank you. You know, I've been working on it in my spare time.
Really?
Yeah,
I-
a
you can't
1000%.
Get me out of your head, of course. How could you?
Yeah, how could I? Please.
What do you need?
Well, we're traveling through the Underdark, so if you think you have anything that can help us through that in exchange for the slime,
Maybe if one of these portals take us to Ember place.
that would also be great.
That'd
if
be
we
nice.
could just arrive at the place we're trying to go.
Where?
The Ember Reach.
Emberhold,
I'm not familiar with it.
it's in the Underdark.
The Underdark is very big.
Yeah.
I only know where people place my cards.
Well, what a shame. Right now, this card was placed in the Skull Grove or something like that. It's very bloody out there,
Yeah.
which is why I just don't have time to take care of this slime.
Do you have a
Brought
way
it
for us
down
to
to
be
you.
stealthier?
A what?
Stealthier?
That's a great idea, Cal.
What
They're
about-
pretty noisy.
Because our druid keeps running out of those spell slot things, and we want to be able to be stealthy more.
I do have things that are enhance one's stealth. I do.
Do you
Well,
have something that'll enhance 10 people's stealth?
No, not that amount.
Oh.
I can have enough that would enhance one or two, maybe. But this.
Well,
come
enhancing
outside.
Ben and Da would be nice. Or
Like
Lucky.
you and Da, you're all so big and pretty clumsy.
Yeah.
So what do you have to make people stealthier? What is it?
Well, I have these. And double snaps his fingers, and you see what looks like these boots and what looks like a like leather armor that just appear.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys could wear either one of these things.
No,
yeah,
I wear
no, you
plate
don't
armor.
have regular feet, and you already have armor, and you don't really wear armor.
I don't think these are who
I'm from the
appropriate.
clothing optional tribe.
Yeah. You know, before you had showed me some really cool glasses that would give me dark vision. Would this be an equal trade for those dark vision glasses?
Oh, you're trying to get them back.
Well, I'm just curious. I'm not really
I would exchange one of these for that.
one for the slime.
Oh no, for just the glasses.
One of the armor pieces.
Yes.
So okay, I could trade you the slime for an armor piece,
No.
and then an armor piece for the glasses.
No.
And that kind of sounds like what you're saying right now.
Not just not. What I'm saying is, the glasses were brought into the deal. I would exchange one of these items for your glasses.
my glasses.
Yes, that's what you asked.
I didn't buy them from you last time.
The glasses you possess. You mentioned them. Correct?
I don't have glasses.
You're making this up, man.
Jonah, I didn't buy the glasses.
Just could not afford it.
That's right.
Jonah.
Yes, you have the glasses. What are you talking about? I have it in my inventory.
My question. Here, let me repeat my question.
Please.
In change for the slime, can I have the glasses that I didn't buy last time?
For the slime. I
Yes.
see what you're saying.
Because the stealth items aren't going to be useful to the people who need the stealth.
Mhm.
Are the glasses an equal trade for the slime?
I don't know. I don't even know what this is.
I think it's something pretty extraordinary. I think you're getting the better end of the bargain.
Make a persuasion check at disadvantage.
Oh man. 1 total.
Sorry, no deal.
Fair.
I forget how uncharismatic Susie is. And I looked up and I was like, what's my persuasion? Oh, +5.
Plus
Why
five.
do people keep letting her do this?
She just
Because
talks.
they can't make the decision, and I said I
But they
do
didn't want
can
to.
make the decision.
Because I don't need anything.
Okay, okay.
Do you have anything that can make us travel distances faster?
Oh, hello.
Hey,
I didn't see you with you.
I've been
He's
talking this
he's
whole
been
time.
here also this whole time.
You've responded to me already.
Have I?
Yes.
I think this is just
Lie.
how he acts. Yeah, swiftness would also be helpful.
Swiftness.
That's what these are.
You said those were stealth.
It helps with your swiftness.
But there's not a point since we all have to move at the same speed.
For one person to be faster.
Yeah, I would be having to walk slowly for everyone.
Oh, this wouldn't increase your actual speed. It would just make you more dexterous. Able to hide in the shadows a little easier.
But look at my legs. Can I even wear these?
It would be a bit awkward, but
Yeah.
magical items do conform to the wearer.
DM, would it improve my dexterity over 20?
It's not an ability score.
It's not gonna help me then at all.
It's not an ability score improvement, but these give you advantage on stealth checks.
Do you have something that can make us feel rested?
Feel rested.
Mm-hmm.
I do have potions of the eternal sun.
Yeah, because I know what those are. What do those do?
They make you feel rested. I
Is
don't
that
have
what?
many.
That's not really something we need.
I don't have many.
Well,
of
we have a
those.
point of exhaustion and it's really hard to sleep here.
I don't have many of those, but it does help.
How much for those boots?
Oh, hello, welcome.
Do you want the
Sorry, I
boots?
had to step away real quick.
That's okay. It doesn't. Do you also have a 20 dexterity? Because it won't go over 20, but it will give you advantage.
No, but I know what these are. As a rogue's dream.
Okay. Well, if you want the boots, we'll trade it for the boots.
No, it's okay. How much are they? Because I don't want to take Lucky's trade.
Nope, it's fine. As Lucky's representative that just wants to leave, this can be the trade.
Nope.
What do you mean no?
Are you looking them
Gosh
up?
dang it, Jonah! I just wanted to trade the slime and leave.
Oh, I know you did.
Are
You
they
make this
open
difficult.
I know you make this
Oh.
difficult every single time.
I should have just gone.
You should have, yeah. Because you could just make a decision. He's nice to you when you go in. He's
So, Lucky, what do you think is taking them so long?
I really don't know. It did it take me that long when I went last time?
I will offer you 400 gold pieces for these boots.
Do you take platinum?
I do. I can convert it into gold as well.
We have
Can you
way more
convert
than
these into ballet shoes?
These? He just stares at you for a bit, stares at them, You want ballet shoes and boots?
Yeah. Because if they're magical, then they won't break.
Done. You see them transform into ballet point shoes. And you see
get
they have
unbreakable point
and
shoes.
you see they have ribbons that are tied into tiny little bows
That would be
on them over the top of them. He goes,
Returns.
you can go ahead and unfurl those and wrap them around your leg for better security. Do you have a preference on color? Because they're just green, they look like leaves, and it's kind of gross.
Black or purple?
How about I make them black and purple?
And pink.
Okay.
And
No.
pink?
No.
Oh, that's
That
right, that's
doesn't
your
make sense.
color.
That's yeah.
It's
Speaking
not.
of which,
No, no, please.
snaps his fingers, and you watch a streak of your hair just turn pink.
It looks really good.
It actually accentuates your highlights really well. So,
Did you
claps his
both-
hands. He claps his hands, and the primary color of your ballet shoes now are black, but they have purple accenting on it.
I hand him the 40 platinum so quickly.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And he just shifts them forward, and he goes, actually, and then they appear on your feet. Yeah, they appear on your feet, and then the boots, and then the boots that you have left over are on the countertop where the other ones were. They just swapped.
Perfect.
Oh.
Thank you so much.
Do you want these, by any chance?
No, that's okay. I'm never wearing any other shoes ever again.
Good, good. Well, these ones I'll give to him, I guess, and just throws them off to the side, and you just see a portal just. And you will need to attune to those. Those are magical.
Okay.
There we go. So now you have boots of elven kind, or
Nice.
point shoes of elven kind.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, I'm so.
Elves would be point snobs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Freaking point toes.
That was a. Oh, that's okay.
Knife ear.
Oh.
That wasn't in character.
Mm-hmm.
So
This
they
would
have
be in
advantage on
character.
all stealth checks.
So now it balances out.
Yep. Well then, would you say that was a transaction on her card?
Gosh dang it. Can we put it on my card?
It was her goal.
Susie, you already have enough on your tab.
So he goes ahead and draws the card over and just
No.
stamps it. Add another stamp to it.
Oh wait, that's color.
And as for you,
Just what would you trade for this slime?
that's not the question.
Whatever.
It's what do you need?
Magic card.
What is something you want? What is something you desire?
We're traveling through the Underdark. That was the first thing I told you. Do you have anything that will help us in our journey?
I mean, I'm sure. I have vorpal swords. I have things that are.
Would you give me a Vorpal sword for the slime?
Absolutely not.
That's what I thought. So what would you trade me for this slime that will help in our journey?
What is something that you would require?
Jar of sand.
Nope. I will take a glass jar of sand. Do you have a glass jar of sand?
Which realm or dimension would you like it from?
Whatever you think is best.
Plane of fire.
Dealer's choice.
The plane of fire, so it
Do
just
you have
flashes.
a color preference?
I don't. If you give me pink sand, I will kill you.
Like you could kill me.
Do it. Do it.
Is my hair still pink?
Yeah.
I stare him dead in the eyes, and I just, with my sword, cut off the hair that's pink.
You cut off the hair that's pink, and he goes, "That's funny," and you just watch the hair just grow back pink.
Gosh, dang it. Can I please just have a jar of sand?
Yes, from where?
Dealer's choice.
Are we talking literal sand, like
Yes.
rock?
Like,
Or are we talking sand of a dimension? What would be considered their type of sand?
whatever you would trade me for this slime. whatever you feel like is of equal value for this slime is the kind of sand I would like, please. And thank you.
Ask for something specific. He's messing.
I'm aware of this.
I enjoy the specifics.
Okay. I want
What type of sound from layout?
I want only the left uneven grain of sand from the astral sea. I don't know.
Snaps his fingers,
I don't know.
and a jar appears. It's about like that big. It's not a very large jar, but you see that it almost looks like it's just starscape, and like there's a bunch of these like shiny little grains that are in there that look like they're just tiny stars almost.
Left pizza, none beef.
Is this what you were looking for?
Yeah, exactly it, actually. That's perfect. Can you would you trade the slime for that?
Probably not.
This is the greatest day of my life.
Why don't you tell me the types of sand that you would trade the slime for, and I will pick from those? How about that?
But why?
Could I just
Because
go get lucky?
we need to make a transaction so I can leave.
I could put an infraction on you if you like.
Honestly, I don't really care.
No,
Would you like an
Sissy,
infraction?
no.
So while this is going on, Lucky and I are talking about what's taking so long, and I'm saying she must be negotiating for something really good right now. I have full faith in her. She's gonna come out with something amazing. You watch.
Yep. Yep.
She has all the training for it. I think it was a really good choice.
Yes. She seems very charismatic ever since the pink, the pixies turned her pink.
Yeah, really, actually, yeah. Ever since then, it's just more charming and.
She's very pleasant. I bet she's a great saleswoman.
And then hard cut to me just banging my head on the table because he's refusing to cooperate in the slightest amount.
Would you like an infraction?
Will you keep the slime if I leave?
No,
or will
I
you
would
send
not.
it back with me?
Oh, send it back.
Then no! I need you to keep the slime so I can keep traveling.
Oh, you should have just asked.
That's pretty small.
That was the first thing I said.
You did not.
Yes, I
Actually.
did.
You
I
said,
said
what
we're
can
traveling.
I get for this?
I said we're traveling and we cannot take care of the slime. Would you like to trade for it?
Yes. And I said, okay, maybe.
At a point, I'm so sorry.
Would you like the tooth of an astral behemoth, maybe? Would that be
Would-
something you would like?
Would you trade the slime for it?
I'm not talking to you, I'm talking to this beautiful creature. Would you like that? Don't worry, I'll take care of
I'm
it.
gonna leave.
I'll give it back to you
Yes,
later.
I can.
Okay.
Oh, you're so good. I will be charging you, though, to take care of it. At a later date.
I just leave.
Don't forget your punch card. And just as you like exit outwards, so you exit.
I don't
out-
even motion to catch
yeah,
it.
You walk out. As you walk through the portal,
I want to rip it.
you just walk through the portal, and you just feel it just smack you right in the back hard,
Dobby knives you.
and just.
I don't give him the satisfaction of reacting.
No, it's just this is after you walk through. The
Oh
portal.
yeah, no, I still don't react.
You
I
throw
feel
it
like
to
he
the
would
floor.
know, and I'm not reacting.
Okay, you guys watch a card slam into the back of her back and is embedded in her armor now, and it has that like blue purple glow to it.
Mm-hmm.
You know this is the punch card.
Wow, that,
Hey, nice
it must have
customer
done really
service
well.
methods.
Oh, so what did you get for it?
Yeah, show us. Ooh,
He's watching the slime
He did
for
your
us.
hair. it looks good on you.
That's what she got. That
That's
was
what
the
you got?
trade.
Oh,
He's watching the slime for us.
okay. And in exchange for?
I don't want to talk
There?
about it.
Oh.
I don't. I'm gonna keep walking.
The card's still embedded in her back.
Yep.
Oh, you have something here, and I try to pull it.
Changed for the slime. We got shoes that make me more sneaky.
Ooh.
Uh-huh.
So you pull out the card, and you just see on there's just a big red stamp.
Ooh, what does this red stamp mean?
It means he's watching the slime.
Oh. Well.
He would not. Whoever is going to go pick up the slime has to not be me, by the way, guys. I don't think I can physically go into his shop again.
I'm pretty sure he said it had to be you.
I don't think he said that
I
as
remember
part
that
of the
very
deal.
clearly.
Nope, Cal, you are making
I don't
things
remember
up.
much, but I know
We
that.
need to keep moving. We're losing
Unfortunately.
daylight or
Yeah, we should keep moving.
bloodlight.
Jonah, on that one
Yeah.
Dungeons and Dragons application, it says boots of elvenkind are not attuned.
Oh, then my bad.
So should I wait an hour, or
So-
am I able to roll?
You still have to break them in.
Yeah.
New.
I mean, I'm definitely not going to wear those. That'd be really hard to put on.
Punch you in the
Woo! Yeah, they're non-attunable, so you're okay.
Okay.
So we're traveling.
So you're traveling out for a little bit longer, and you just see Shamison go, "Hey guys, it's over here actually." And
What
he just
is?
starts to keep walking, and you see Amanda go, "Not this place again." Just keeps still walking. It's a tavern in here. He loves it.
Oh, I didn't know there was people over here.
There are. They're just peculiar.
Unlike
I
us.
mean, you would have to be killer to like want to be out in this blood area.
Just keeps walking, and then gets through this this boneyard almost, where these huge. It looks like almost like a rib cage of something that's laying on its back, and the rib cage is just protruding out like this cage, really, overhead. And you're walking through this like a procession, and you just see these huge bones of some creature that once existed. And you're walking over them, and you see what looks like this huge skull of this. It looks like it could have been humanoid, and you see it has these horns that protrude out from it in front and go back. And it's fairly large, and it's a giant skull that is now resting there, and you see the mouth itself, the jaw is gone, but you see what's left is construction underneath that. And a door.
Augustus would have loved this. I just
Yeah.
feel it in my heart.
Maybe this is one of those dark giants.
Oh.
I do love these.
Wow, he's here.
So you see Shamison's leading the way, and he looks happy.
First time I've ever seen him happy.
Well, there must be good drink in here because he's a snob.
He's a
Not
happy
everything
snob.
he drinks.
You know, that is a good sign. If he likes this place, it must be top notch.
Did
Is
we
he
hear
a
his
snob?
conversation about? No, that was during watch.
Yeah.
Blood drinking.
Oh, this probably is the blood drinking place.
He goes ahead and walks up to the door and just opens it up,
Mhm.
and it's fairly large. The door itself is like twice his height,
Oh,
but he does open it up with relative ease with this. It's pretty wide, and walks in, and it looks like a warm hearth inside.
so it's like a regular door for you guys.
Yeah.
Finally, we've got some civilization.
Yeah.
I still duck when I go in just out of habit. but
Yeah, I
don't
have it, and then you're like, whoa,
No,
yeah.
it's like the first time you ever had the opportunity to go like the.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wasn't even on my tippy toes.
So you guys are in there, and as you guys end up walking in, that smell of blood is gone.
Oh.
You just smell
Yes,
you
over
smell
iron.
warm incense
Like,
and a little bit of like stale food, like it was cooked a while ago, but you still smell the slight smell of food.
I'm like relieved that there's
Seems
no
kinda
blood.
pleasant
Yeah.
in here.
And then there is a mat down in the front, and it looks like it just has a bunch of blood stains all over it. But the interior of the wood doesn't look like it has any blood or anything. So you end up walking in, and then you just see written on it, it just says, "Wipe your feet." Okay. You end up doing that, and there was a few patrons in here. It's not relatively busy, but there is a few patrons in here. And you see one of them's this like hulking creature that has these elongated claws, like bones, and it just looks up, and you see it has this almost like bat snout almost. And you see it just has a lot of these like skull-like and bone protrusions out from its face. It's a weird creature, but it looks like it's probably deadly. And just, and it's got these big leather folded wings that are just behind it, that are just like kind of gripping its shoulders, waiting to be unfurled. It just, and a few of the other patrons kind of look over, and you just hear someone go, "Welcome. What can I get for you?" And you just see this shadowy, like, humanoid essence just appear in front of you all. "What can I get for you?"
What does Jameson say?
Jameson says, "Please, I would like your best brew. Understood." The shadow just vanishes behind the counter. And you just hear in all your heads, "Sit wherever you like."
I feel like we're just kind of following Jameson at this, like...
Jameson goes straight to the bar and just sits.
Okay.
Maybe we should find tables or something.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of us to just sit at the
Yeah.
bar. So is there like a booth?
Just
There
like
are
shelves.
tables.
Yeah, a table, yeah. So yeah, we'll find a booth or a table or something.
There's
Whatever's
just-
big enough to seat
There's
us.
only tables, no booths.
Okay, well whatever
Okay,
table
this
is
is
big
the
enough
Tilted
for
Lily.
us.
What kind of tavern doesn't have? No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. This is 0 stars. 0
You guys were pampered in campaign 1.
No, but yeah, probably just whatever table's big enough for us. And then if they're not, we're probably gonna scooch 2
It's
tables
it's like a
together.
wide table, so you can sit across from each other.
Yeah.
And then you see Shameson's talking to the barkeep, just talking a little bit. And then you see he just goes, "Ah, crap. Hey, Mandy! You're gonna want to see this. Is this another one of your extravagant drinks again?" And she just gets up and starts walking. And you see she goes, "Oh. Hi, Silver." And you just hear, "Hello, hello, hello. My, you're traveling with a rather large group. By the way, what happened to Lavelle and Rue? I see that they're missing. Where are they?"
Holds up the hands.
Yeah.
Like
Hey.
jazz hands.
Right here.
They passed, and we are going to give a burial. Is that why you're traveling with such a large group? My. And you see it takes off the hood, and you see what looks like a skeletal head. And you see these like this little like bluish green flames in the center, like where the sockets would be, or like where the eyes would be. And he's dressed really like fairly nice. And walks in and kind of like struts up to your group. "Hello, and who are all of you?"
We're the cows.
We're not all cows, but
We decided we're
I'm
the
Daw.
cows.
Nope.
Daw.
This is
Yep.
my party. We travel with Amanda.
Ah. Do you have a name?
No.
We are.
We've been workshopping none.
Oh.
Yeah.
And
Any
you see
suggestions?
you see he has these bone hands. Like he's a full-on skeleton, but he has like these rings that are adorning his hands. And he looks like he's just like dressed really nice for this place, but also is a walking, talking skeleton. And that's a little off-putting.
nice to meet you. What was your name again?
Pleasure to meet you. And he goes ahead and presents his hand forward. My name is Sylvester, but you may call me Silver.
Okay, and I definitely do like the rough handshake.
Yeah.
You know, like he's all elegant, and I'm like, "Hey, nice to meet you, buddy."
Okay, and I'm just like, and he only dabs you up.
That's no
okay.
printer.
I'm like, oh, cool. You can call me Susie.
Susie.
Yeah.
Pleasure. And you, big man.
Oh, I'm Cal.
Speak up louder.
I'm Cal.
That was a little better, I guess.
Thank you.
Little better. And what about you, weird, sallow, pale one? And me saying the pale one, that should be indicative. Sorry.
That would be Vela.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. No.
Oh wait. Oh
What are you
wait. He's
looking at?
lucky.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
No one wants my so.
He walks up to you, Lucky.
Yeah, I'm lucky.
Lucky? Well, you don't really seem that lucky with that skin tone. I was a singer. Ah. And then he goes ahead and walks up to Vela. And you, madame, what is your name?
I don't really like his skin tone.
And Bella?
Vela. Well, I love your porcelain white hair.
Thank you. It just happened.
It just happened. You have very interesting ears, too.
I was really expecting.
I don't mean any offense by that at all. I
No,
just
it's
think that
okay.
I'm genuinely curious.
No, you know. Well, Pleasure just came up with the worst joke.
I'm gonna say it. Say it.
Well, you know, some people call elves like knife ears, and people will call me fork ears.
Hmm.
And so we're just waiting for spoon ears, you know.
Oh, I think that's just the humans.
I guess kind of because they have the
They just have the rounded.
They call
I
it
miss
plate
when I
ears.
had ears. Those were good times. But now I don't have to worry about it. Helmets fit me perfectly now.
Oh my god.
Hey, you look kind of like a
Like
man.
Well, are you traveling to meet the Savidrans or the Zunitians? And as he says those names, you just hear like a few of the chairs just go, "Argh," and just like a few heads look over, and it goes, I'm not talking to any of you. Go about your business. But are you traveling to meet the Savidrans or the Zunitians?
I look at Amanda.
Yeah, we all look at him.
Yeah. Well, I think Kella's the one that's still at the table with us, so we're just kind of like, what is Kella gonna say?
Yes, they're gonna meet my father.
Mm.
Oh.
Oh, I forgot he was a princess.
Oh, so they already know them. What am I putting up airs for? Hello, my name is Sylvester. I am a part of the Zunitian army, but also I am a counselor to his father.
Cool.
It's a pleasure to meet you.
It's a pleasure, and all mine as well.
Work yourself to death.
In the army.
Well, it's more of a liberation army. Army in name is so drab, but it's the only way to describe it, I guess.
Mm.
Militia. That one sounds a little fancier.
Interesting.
So, you're all traveling here. That's wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful. Well, meet my traveling companion, and if you want to go ahead and join us, Allison.
Yay! Woo!
Allison, who's that?
I don't know. Who is it?
Who is that, Allison?
Woo!
You're best friends with Bowman?
It's Allison!
Woo! Yay!
Woo!
Okay, happy to be here.
Welcome to the table.
We have another woman.
Yes!
I
Okay,
the
Lee.
IQ
We
just
won.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll leave it. Look, I'll even higher
Oh, you feel smarter.
So, you see Silver goes ahead and calls you over. And if you'd like to go ahead and describe your character.
Okay. So you see before you a humanoid-looking woman. She has bat wings tucked close behind her, rather large, but tucked in very tight so she's not hitting anyone with them. She has very kind of platinum blonde hair, which is maybe her waist. And she has blue eyes, almost violet, very deep blue, not pale. And she has just kind of a elegant looking face, but something looks like she's ready to snap.
The best character description I've ever heard. We love
Here's
it.
your go. Rose, dearest. Everyone, this is Rose. She's she's also, I believe, traveling for the same purpose, right? Correct, Amanda? And she goes, yes. Correct. I'm assuming she look. You see, Amanda Faye Laurel. She's a drow woman. You've heard him talk about her before, and now seeing her in person, you understand. Oh, this is definitely who he was referring to. Strong and powerful, but fairly young drow. And the leader of the Zenitian rebels. And she seems like she's very, like, kind of just exhausted and just very no-nonsense, but from what he's told you, whenever she finds something she's passionate about or she's with people she's comfortable with, completely different person. But you do see that she is very on guard and just kind of like, I'm a little done with this situation.
It is a pleasure to meet you, Amanda, and the rest of you,
Yeah.
Pleasure's ours.
I'm sure.
Sorry. Hi, I'm Cal. Nice to meet you.
It's nice to meet you.
You see a large avatar. And actually,
Just three
if you guys would like to go ahead and describe your characters to her,
Oh, okay.
and what they currently look like, and
Yeah.
what their expressions might be.
You see a huge 10-foot tall minotaur with like these horns protruding from his head, bringing up to about 2 feet taller. And they're not normal horns, they're like antlers. But his skin is weirdly pale, like a tannish golden pale look, with these same like normal antler horn look with the white. And he's wearing a cloak right now, but underneath you can kind of see the shine of like a heavy metal plate armor. And no shoes because they don't fit my hooves.
It would behoove you to get some shoes.
I don't know if they don't fit.
They just went hoof.
And hoof, they were gone.
Okay, alright, I'll go next. Being a Shatterkai, it's very black and gray. And do I still have the pink in my hair? Is that something that's still there? Apparently now I have a pink streak in my hair. Looks like she has a migraine right now after everything that just happened. Looks very upset. Does kind of have almost like war paint on a little bit, black, of course, just like grease paint. She doesn't have any symbols on, but you can tell the way she's armored that probably military and attitude, that's it.
High charisma, all that stuff.
Yeah, the
Super.
highest, actually, I have a 25 charisma, yeah.
Negative.
Yeah, negative 25. I never said if it was positive or negative, I just said 25.
Yeah.
That's right.
Miss Vela?
So Bella is a hexblood, so she's got like forked ears and long white hair, and oddly enough, she's got like these two horn-like branches that come out of the back of her head, and they curl around to form like a sort of gnarled circlet, and she's pretty beat up now. From all their adventures, but she wears ballet shoes and a dress.
Magical ballet shoes.
And she's got.
Yeah, actually, you just got new ballet shoes.
I got new ballet shoes.
Oh, the new ballet.
And she's got two like glittering tattoos on her arms, and her arms also have like black tattoos all along with like runic markings. She's got like some blue glittery tattoos of like a star and a crescent moon.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, glitter tattoos, they're all the rage.
Doshwing.
And she just looks happy to be there.
And what you'll see in Dodge One Rin Yeah, he's a humanoid, about 7'4". Elephant features, so head of an elephant. Doesn't have like the hands of an elephant or the feet, but it has like the similar to cowl, has the 3 fingers and very meaty, very thick boy. He's a chocolate brown color with really bright blue eyes, and not as cool as your eyes, but you know, kind of in there. His tusks grow out, and you can see they're about 2.5 feet long, and you can see there's markings on them, so different kind of rune markings. But the part closest to his skull, there's probably 6 inches or so that is blank, and but you can see rune markings on the rest of them. And he's covered in. He doesn't have any clothes on other than like a loincloth, but he's got these mushrooms that kind of grow around him, and you can see he's holding a staff that has a big mushroom head on it and kind of fungi that grows along with it. He's got a musky fungal smell to him, which is pleasant, and everybody likes it, right? So
Yeah. Best
Yeah,
feature of the
see.
party. Yeah.
The reason why Jonah never has to explain the smell is because we're used to bad smells.
yes, it's like, that's why the incense is burning in here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or else your eyes
It's
would-
for him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Really counterbalance a little. You know.
Lucky.
Yeah, so I'm playing Lucky. I mean, Lucky just, if you saw Lucky in a crowd and he wasn't completely white, you would not remember what he looks like. He doesn't really stand out, except that he has white skin and white hair and white eyes, which is a little noticeable. Besides that, he's wearing like a red bandana around his neck, has kind of a leather vest on, kind of wearing just some looser pants and boots. Not really carrying anything with him, doesn't seem to have a weapon or anything, so.
He's absolutely shredded.
Yeah. He is also absolutely shredded.
Agreed.
All right. So, you guys are just kind of like standing around as she's kind of eyeing you all down, and as you introduce yourselves, and you see Shamison comes back with these 2 trays, and just like, and you see this like shadow entity in the corner just put down these tankards and just thank you. You're welcome.
Nicest server we've had.
Honestly,
I'm
yeah.
sorry.
Honestly. And does Jameson sit down with us?
He does.
So I'm gonna kind of like lean over to Jameson
Ah.
and like stage whisper, "Is this the drinking blood place?"
Oh yes, it is. And takes one of them off the trays. Just. So good. And he smiles, and you see his teeth are red, and he just like clears it away.
Is it what does it taste like?
Try it for yourself. I bought you one.
Well, all right,
all
you know,
this
live and
one?
learn.
Yes.
Um,
Let's
He bought
try
you
it.
all a tankard of this.
Cheers.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
try.
Okay, I won't be partaking.
Yeah, I definitely.
So is it
Wanna try
cold
it?
or is it warm?
Oh yeah.
It's lukewarm.
Lukewarm. Is it thick?
It's a little viscous.
Is it like? I'm assuming it's kind of similar to like a mostly melted milkshake, to where it's like not like, where it's like thicker than water,
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of creamy.
but yeah. So like a
Right,
mostly melted milkshake.
Yeah, it's that red cream.
And no, what does the flavor as?
It's very sweet.
Sweet. Okay.
The best thing you can like put it to akin to is like cherries almost.
Okay.
Like a cherry and like strawberry. It's kind of fruity.
So I guess I would take this drink, and I'd be like, okay. Whose blood is this?
So there are multiple blood pools throughout here, and it's perceived as actual blood. Who knows if it actually is or not? But it's some of these rivers have different tastes, different streams produce different things, and based upon what environment lives around them, changes the flavor on them as well.
So this isn't like from a person or a being or anything.
I would hope not, but this place, who knows? Just takes another sip.
Well, it does taste good.
It is sweet.
Yeah.
Does it
It's fine. Just enjoy the wine.
Yeah.
Does it
Yeah. It's,
like have any kind of effect as I'm drinking it?
It's kind of soothing almost. It's like it feels like when you were like a child and like things were like a little bit like you had a bad day and then you had like some warm hot cocoa and everything just kind of felt right. That's kind of how it feels.
So I would then my mushrooms would start glowing like a bluish bioluminescence.
Okay.
So kind of jiving with it.
Well, that's rather pretty.
Well, thank you. Do you want one?
I can have one.
You can have one.
Oh, thank you. Is it still glowing?
It
Or
would
is it-
still be
yeah, it
glowing,
would be.
Yeah.
Well, thank you. She's just gonna set it down on the table. And just
Don't
kind of
eat
like,
it. You'll have diarrhea for a week.
You
I
could
wasn't.
eat it.
I wasn't going to eat it. I just think it's very pretty. She kind of like cups her hands around it to see it glow a little bit more.
I think that'll
Somebody who
happen
appreciates
to
my
you,
art.
Cal.
I'm allergic to mushrooms.
That's why that happened to you, Cal.
It's canon.
Yes.
The amount of times you had mushrooms.
Write it in. Write it in the character description.
It's because I give them
It's
a
not
mushroom like
touch.
this.
No, put it
Yeah,
in
you give 'em the
weaknesses.
octopus.
Like
What?
put it in like your weaknesses column. Like
Flaws.
yeah, your flaws.
Flaw allergic to mushrooms.
I mean,
Mushroom.
Lucky's is pretty full on the flaws part too.
Oh. Whew.
Mushroom intolerant.
I can't swim.
I can't swim.
I can't swim.
That's true. Lucky can't swim.
You cannot
Not
swim.
even he can't swim. He just
Did you keep
He's
the
afraid of water.
floaties, or did Mama J take
No,
those back?
Mom, they took us back.
Oh, okay. I really wish you still were walking around with floaties
Just-
on your arm.
Oh, I forgot.
Your arms are just out here.
Yeah.
The day after that
Wait,
episode, I
maybe
saw
guys.
a D&D meme of somebody wearing a floaty. He was like, I wanted to snap that, but I forgot.
Oh my gosh, yes. That's perfect.
So you see Sylvester just sit down again. Well, how are all of you doing? How are you faring?
I mean, it's crazy out there, but we're getting through it, I guess.
Well, it's quite. And he takes one of the tankards. It's quite, honestly, boring out here, but it's, I guess, home, in a sense. And just starts to drink.
Do you ever make it outside of this area?
Me?
Yes.
I have. They don't really perceive me well above, and I'm surprised you all are so open to the idea of me being just a skeleton. But
You look beautiful.
well, thank
There's
you.
life.
I polish my ivory every day.
I can tell.
It's kind of rude to bring
Very
it up,
polished.
figured.
There's life in everything.
Usually.
Oh well, there is not quite life in these bones really anymore.
There's life and death. And you represent both sides of
Right.
that.
Well,
I appreciate it.
partially, but yes.
Yeah.
What happened to you to become this way?
Well, I was once an adventurer like you.
Oh,
Um,
so we could become that.
I just look at Abby.
Hey, Howard.
And well, I was on the battlefield and, got a flurry of arrows and several to the knees. And.
And in the shoulder area.
Yes, and in the shoulder. I was. Before that, though, I was cursed. And through that curse, my soul could never move on. So, because I was stabbed and bleeding out and dying, the curse started to take hold even further. And my soul drifted away from my body. And because I was cursed, my soul could never return to anything. So it returned back to my body, which was at this point already decomposed, and now you have me.
Where is your soul? I can't see it.
It's within.
Can't really.
Where? It's like you're.
Can't see souls, Cal. You
I
can't.
don't.
I don't know.
You just see him staring back with those like flames in his eyes, just like very small, like pupils almost, just with like the little flames as like the irises. It's like a green and blue kind of flame clashing with each other.
That's the soul. That's what it is.
You're right.
You guys are just haters.
But now that I am done with the whole living thing, I am stuck in undeath, and I've lived a little too long. But I get to see these new fledglings and these new weird people that I probably would never have seen before.
Welcome to the Underdark.
So, how long have you been living/unliving?
Well, altogether,
Yeah.
I'm some 84 years.
I think older than all of us.
You are ancient in our group.
Well, I wouldn't say ancient. I mean, Amanda is older than I. Get that right? And she goes, technically it's true, but the customs are different, and the maturity and the age range and the growing up is different for elves rather than the humans. So I mean, there is that slight disconnect. And he goes, calm down, calm down.
Oh, so you were a human.
Oh yes, I was once a human.
Interesting.
I knew a human once.
Did you?
Didn't know him very well.
Huh.
But I knew him.
You know.
I was once a merchant, not a very renowned by any means, but I was once a merchant.
Okay.
I traded out of Twilis. But during one of these conquests and one of these wars, I ended up getting attacked, and I was not able to protect this body, and I didn't realize what would happen after I died. I just knew I would be cursed with living, and I never knew what that meant, because the hag wasn't very specific on what was their opinion.
They do that. Fine print.
This is the truth.
Bella,
then.
is your curse similar? Are you going to become this?
What hag cursed you?
I don't quite know her name. She was connected to some shadowy and fairy elements.
Does she like theater a lot?
Not particularly. I mean, I don't really know much about her, but I never got theater. Oh, the performing arts. I never got that from her. I got creepy, weird, and kind of a little scary.
And that just sounds like
Very
every
describing
hag.
Every hag.
Yeah.
So how long have you
Was
and
she, like,
Daisy been
Super
traveling?
tall.
It's Rose.
What?
It's not Daisy.
Oh.
It's Rose.
You have to excuse my friend. He's
So how long have you
He's
and
very
Lavender
young.
been traveling?
Well, you know, I like Lavender better than I like Daisy.
I've been traveling with her for a little about a week or so.
And you're already this far?
Yeah.
Did you take a better path?
No, I found her here.
Oh, okay. How long have you been traveling here, Violet?
How long have I been traveling?
So you've been traveling for like, I don't know, not very long. It's been about maybe a week and a half, 2 weeks maybe. And you were pretty much, you woke up in the Weeping Grove.
Oh, okay.
And you felt that tug in that pool kind of pulling you deeper in. So you did travel in a little bit, and then that's how you were eventually found.
I'm guessing some of these parts were probably easier with your wings.
A little. Yes.
Yeah, I've been trying to grow them myself, but it's really hard.
Well, I didn't exactly grow with them. How are you trying to grow them?
You wouldn't get it.
Okay.
he thinks he's a changeling.
Calm down, okay?
He is a changeling.
Don't listen to him, Poppy. Don't.
We all are changelings.
Yeah.
I
I'm just
see.
shaking my head no.
I see. I see. Well, good luck with your wings.
Thank you. I know Lucky's been doing the same. So.
No.
No?
No,
Oh, you gave up on that?
wings aren't my thing.
Oh, you're doing the fins so you can swim.
Water also not my thing. It's
Oh, I forgot his plans.
for the
Not
best.
a
Well,
very
how-
good friend.
I do have a good memory
how-
though.
How did you get connected with your aether?
Did we go over that?
We did.
You.
How I got
One with
connected
Ethan.
with my ether?
Were you in the explosion?
Oh, I was.
Oh,
I was. I
You
was
survived.
at the. Yes. Yes.
she's not dead.
Oh, hopefully not. No, I think
Survivor
I'm.
is the
I'm
title.
okay.
of this.
No, I was.
Yep,
at-
that's our name actually, our group name,
Yeah, the
Survivors.
Is it?
Yep.
No.
Well, you're not coming up with a name, are you?
Well.
It's the Soul Survivors. So
Soul Survivors, that's our name.
Oh,
you like it?
oh,
I like
but
it.
spelled like SOUL.
Yes.
That's actually so good.
Wait, S-O-U.
I already have merchandise.
It's-
It's on our Patreon. If you.
Yeah, it's on her Patreon.
You put a Patreon
on
in the
TikTok and
link tree
message.
on our YouTube.
I will fight you all, but Soul Survivors is a really good
Actually,
Yeah.
probably the best name.
Let's do it now.
I don't know why it reminds me of Subway Surfers.
I don't know why it made you
It's
think
the
of that.
SS, I
It's
think.
just
Maybe it's
maybe.
the-
Yeah.
Oh no, not the SS.
Oh,
All right, I'm writing it down. In pen.
It's
wow.
permanent.
What is that?
We're making
It's a
official
racial thing,
our group name, Soul
Be
Survivors.
the treasurer.
So anyway, what were
Saying
you,
this
what
out
were you
I'll be the
saying?
secretary, of course.
No, I was saying that we
Can you even write?
we also survived that
Can
explosion.
you even read?
So
Yeah.
how did you fare in the under? What was it? What was that place we went to?
Where?
After the explosion?
In the Shadowfell?
Shadowfell.
I decided.
How did you fare in the Shadowfell?
I can't read comments.
Alright.
Did you meet a mysterious flame knight person? We all did. We had help from him.
I mean, if she was in the explosion, we would have seen her with the flame knight.
Well, there were a lot of groups we saw get eaten. Did your group get eaten?
I didn't have a group.
You were alone.
Yes.
It's
Where
terrible.
were you during the explosion?
I was just around. I was kind of looking to see who was there. And I got caught up in it. Stage talk. At the wrong. I'm sorry?
Stage talk.
I can't hear you.
Stage talk.
Stage talk.
Yes. The microphone's not that sensitive.
Oh. I thought you were trying to give me a hint, and I was
No,
like, what,
no,
what
no.
does that
No,
mean?
my bad.
I wasn't performing.
She was giving a talk on the stage.
I was like, I was in a
And then
panel?
exploded.
You're all-
She is the person at the
Sorry?
microphone.
Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
Yeah. Whoops. I just got caught up in it, I suppose, in the wrong place at the wrong time. I wasn't with anyone, I was just curious.
You know who blew it up, right?
Yes.
Who?
I don't remember his name.
Augustus.
Yes.
Simon C. Was not Augustus.
I'm
Augustus.
pretty sure Augustus, with the assistance of Bella.
No.
What
That's
do you
how I
mean,
was
though?
That's how Bella got cursed.
You know, I still think you blew it up. So, but now I'm
I
curious
didn't blow it
if
up.
you blew it up. Did you? So
no,
did
no,
you
no,
go
no, hold on. I didn't blow.
inside?
Hey, I did not blow it up.
That's not what Emmanuel would say. He says, "Yes, I blew it up."
But you can invest.
I did not blow it up.
Oh,
I
boy.
just helped proceed.
No,
to
we
blow
didn't.
Yeah.
We did not help blow it up. It's not what happened.
I do believe you.
Thank you. You're the only one.
So were you flying
Was I flying?
when it exploded?
No.
Okay. Because I know that everyone else was like in very different spots when it exploded. I don't know if that matters. Still trying to figure this out.
I wasn't flying.
So you were also taken to the Shadowfell.
Yes.
How'd you get out?
Found my way.
Fair.
We found our way. It was a long journey and very confusing. And
There was a lot of paper stuff. I don't.
A lot of
I didn't
paperwork.
date it.
A lot of
Stack.
How much
paperwork.
paper?
Ooh. I don't like paperwork.
Yeah, Lucky didn't like paperwork.
Oh, did
He forged the signature.
I don't. I can't read paperwork.
I can't read.
I can't read either, which made it even harder.
It was
Oh.
very difficult.
Read
Only a
letters.
few of us can
It was-
read.
It was kind of hard.
I
Yeah.
see.
I can't
Just common
read.
notes.
I can't.
Very confusing.
I also can read.
Yeah.
That's
Lucky
wonderful.
technically can read, but
didn't want
he's a dumb boy.
He chooses not to. Is what he does. He can read. He
He's
just
a little
chooses not to.
It's great with the Seuss books.
Oh.
Hop, hop, hop.
So you came through this way. You must have met Mama J.
Yes.
Thank you. Yes.
She's quite the woman. Did she take you to the spirit water?
Yes.
Did not run a session 0. We did not do a session 0.
Describe what happened.
Oh god, in
Describe
great
exactly.
detail.
I want to make sure
She
you're
held
legit.
me under the water. She said, "Get in there." She's a very strong lady.
We had a very different experience.
I don't know if we met the same Mama J.
That's what she said her name was.
I'll give it to you for it.
She didn't take me to a weird back alley. I don't
Yeah, she said, "Don't worry, this is definitely legal," which made me question if it was.
The signs on the wall said it wasn't, so I
Yeah.
was very confused.
But I
She
can't
a lot of
read.
mixed
She
signals.
did give me a lot of gold to like not tell anyone. Like,
But like,
So I
That's weird.
needed the gold. So
Right.
you were like, "Yeah,
I
man."
don't know anything about I'm telling people.
I mean, gold is gold. So
Yeah, right.
I mean, I never signed anything, but
Yeah, you know.
Blood out.
There was a drop of blood I gave her, but
Yeah, it's fine.
Well, she could do
Fine.
that.
She took some of my hair too.
Yeah.
So when all of us did it, we each got like a showcase of our elements. What happened with yours?
yeah.
Do you get to make this up or do I?
go for it.
Okay. Well, I'm not sure what showcase means. But well, I suppose that my showcase included a lot of lightning. Kind of frightened me at first.
At force.
At first.
Yes. Very frightening.
Thunderbolt and lightning.
It's very.
Right.
Don't be frightened. Yeah.
Just lightning kind of came out of me and surrounded me, and somewhere along the way it became fire.
Ooh. Wow.
Oh,
So lightning
Really
and
cool.
fire.
So you have the two elements as well. That's-
So she was in the explosion.
Yes.
Yeah.
I said that.
I
Yeah,
mean,
come on,
we meet a lot of
Susie.
questionable people.
Can you shoot her with lightning?
Can you kill her?
wait, though.
Cowl?
I
No,
like
not kill.
not.
We talked about this.
I-
No.
For experimental reasons.
I don't want to kill her.
We can bring her
Thank
back.
you. I guess.
Welcome. I didn't think I'd ever have to say that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, him around. You never know
It
what's
was a
gonna
joke.
happen.
Was it?
We were all laughing.
Nope. I don't think you were
We're
joking.
not.
That was good.
It was.
That was fantastic.
Please don't take his side.
Don't think
I will
there's-
take whoever's side I want. I am the elder here.
Love your hair, by the way.
It's true.
It's fantastic. It's very trendy.
It does look very
I
good.
do believe though that usually they like to do both strands on either side of the
You
face
know
kind
what?
of
A
frame.
little bit off symmetrical. I don't even know what that
Again,
even
I
means.
try to cut it off, and I feel like it's just gonna grow back. Yeah.
Just
You
goes back.
just-
That is a neat
Right,
party.
the other
That's
side, like an
marvelous.
It's
extension.
not a party trick. It's a curse.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Yeah.
What does
Well,
the
spend
curse
a few
bring?
days completely
The
pink.
curse brings me
Oh.
pain and
But
suffering.
it's a very good color.
I think
But
so
does
too.
it do anything other than
You're
grow?
ravishing them.
No.
Yes.
Oh, then that's not a
It
curse.
looks pink.
It's
I
not.
have
It's a
no
very lovely
hair.
color.
It's
He just looks and goes, I have no hair. I would love hair.
Do you?
But I have no hair.
I hold off the piece that I just
It's
cut
already
off.
withered away.
Oh, I
Oh.
didn't know it disintegrated. I thought I just had a piece.
I do not have hair. It fell out.
I
Long time
don't
ago.
know why you're complaining to me about this.
Because he's actually cursed and you aren't.
There you
Yeah.
are.
You're
just
being
cursed
insensitive,
shamed him.
Susie.
You know, I've put up with a lot today.
You're so cursed.
There are cursed
Little curses.
kids being cursed in the underdog. And you have the audacity to say your curse is greater?
Because
I'm
you're
not
literally walking
saying-
bones.
My curse
I have a
is-
blood curse that lives with me for eternity.
I'm not saying my curse is greater than anybody else's curse.
It's a blessing if anything.
I'm just saying
Yours
that
is a
I
blessing.
am person.
It puts
I-
things into perspective
I
for
stand
you.
up and I go to a table by myself.
And that's where we're going to pick up next question. Thank you guys all so much for watching. Huge thanks to our patrons on Patreon. And
Nope.
their names are going to go ahead and be right here. We're just going to scroll down your names right here. Subscribers. Oh, man. I don't really like that name. That name's a little stinky right there.
Only $10.99 a month.
Don't give us money.
Oh, yeah, this stinker right here, this one, a little smelly. And also, welcome Allison to the group. Woo! Our newest member of Dungeons and Shenanigans, Allison. There you are.
Thank you very much
All
for having
right.
me.
Absolutely. Lucky to have you. All right. Now we're going to go ahead and leave and have a good night. And we're going to eat some nondescript food at a nondescript place. So thank you all for
Named
watching.
after a nondescript blue hedgehog.
That's super.
Oh, who could it be?
Gotta go fast!
Whoa, chili dog. Thank you guys for watching. Bye-bye.
Bye.